say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
That was our national anthem performed by the talented Skylar Cole. And with that, we'll be right back in just a moment.
There you go again, putting on your own rodeo again. Yeah, you push me out just to blast that smile and last on the year. I've been here 1,000 times, I don't wanna go again. I've been here 1,000 times, 1,001 won't be so bad, 'cause I don't really wanna talk about it. Many times you hurt me so much. Many times you hurt me so much.
Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Smart is the point. White is on the wing. Onto the front court along with Tatum. And it's Griffin in at the 5 spot. And for the Wizards, Avdia in at the small forward with Kuzma at power forward. DeJuan Wright is out there with Bradley Beal. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. This last chunk of the season could be it for some of the aging stars in the league, which, Brent, is kind of tough to watch. Going back to personal experiences, when did you know that it was time to retire?
Well, Kevin, you just know. It's really hard to describe, but my last year in Houston, the season finished up, and I just thought about what it is that I could do to still contribute to the team, and it really didn't live up to some of the standards that I had for myself. And so with a lot of deliberation, I felt like now was the time. And it's always very difficult to see. He seems very natural when he's out there at the three-point line and uses that kind of rhythm. Porzingis, nice look.
And here's Smart. Turned in an outstanding game against San Antonio. Just 5 to shoot. And that one is good.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
Right, the pass to Kuzma. To the inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Now here's Smart. Outside Tatum. Launches a three. Drills the three-pointer.
The quick thinking of Tatum. You have to be impressed with how he readies himself to shoot before he gets the ball.
Smart against Wright. Out to the right wing. A wide open look here for Kuzma. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Tatum kicks to Smart. Tatum with the screen on Wright. White wide open. He fired. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
Bit of a picture-perfect start here to this game. They've connected on all 3 looks.
Porzingis sets the pick for Wright. The pass to Avdia. Puts it up. That one doesn't drop. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
And the great thing about watching that game is that we saw it through their offense, and they showed a few different looks that they settled into and played well.
Now Beal following the three-point attempt by Blake Griffin. Avdia can't hit. Boston's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game.
And over the last couple of seasons, it feels like the Washington Wizards roster is in constant flux. I mean, from role players to all-stars, guys coming in and out.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Kuzma outside. Back to Wright. And the dunk by Wright.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Here's Smart after the basket by Washington. Tatum with a screen on Wright. Tatum passes to Smart. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Smart's got 5 now. For Washington, how difficult, Greg, is it to win when your roster changes, as you were just talking about? It changes so much from year to year.
It's really tough. I mean, take Spencer Dinwiddie. He signed the big 3-year deal, traded 6 months later. So when things like that happen, it's so difficult to create chemistry.
Now, here's Brown. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Tatum with the screen on Beal. And White kicks to Tatum. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Baiting the defender into a foul. Tatum wants to get to the line where he has always been terrific.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Celtics?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Now here's Beal, coming off a stellar performance against Toronto. Now here's Smart. Tatum with the screen on Wright. Smart kicks to Tatum. Back to Smart from outside the arc. Goes back up, and it's blocked.
And how about Kuzma, the defensive energy he showed to get to that ball.
Pass to Wright. Fires the 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. 5 points in the game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Smart dishes to White. Right against Smart. The kick out to Tatum from the arc. And another miss by Boston. Wizards trail by 5. It's right on the wing. Back to Kuzma, beyond the arc, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
Kuzma, rise, and fire.
Here's White. Boy, that win the other night against the Spurs, another guy who really showed up to play. Outside Tatum. Pass to Brown. Dishes to Griffin. Stolen by Avdia. It's right on the wing. And Smart over to help to the left side wing. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wright. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
I briefly spoke with Wes Unseld Jr. He told me defensively they have to stop dribble penetration, challenge the lobs at the basket, and generally make it difficult to get to the front of the rim. They don't want this to turn into a dunk fest because that will not end in their favor. Guys?
Thanks, David.
And the three-point shot is something that Brown continues to improve upon. It's important for him to be draining these looks.
And Beal kicks to Porzingis. Off target from three-point range.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Tatum setting the pick for Smart. Tatum on the wing. Griffin trying to get open. And Tatum with the basket on the assist from Smart. And now a 7-point Celtic lead. And Marcus Smart, GA, the very definition of a guy you love on your team, but hate to play against.
And teams that go deep need that sort of presence. Smart is more than just an agitator, though. Great player who anyone would want to play alongside.
Now Tatum following the Porzingis miss from deep. From 10 feet out and too long on the shot. Looking at Washington, they took the win in their last game out against the Raptors.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Watching that game quarter to quarter, they sped up, they slowed down, but they executed in every facet. Back in 2017, Denny played professionally in his home country, representing Israeli basketball. He was a stud.
At the line for Washington.
What's up?
Porzingis. At the line for one.
The free throw off from Porzingis. And for Avdia, he managed Brent to rack up 3 consecutive Israeli League championships.
Yeah, he really was the go-to guy, and he became the youngest MVP in league history at the tender age of 19. So doing all of that before entering the 2020 draft had a lot of NBA teams intrigued that, look, this guy has played in big games and in big moments. Could he do that for us?
Gafford's checked in for Porzingis. Gibson comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Barton subbed in for Beal. The Celtics also changing it up. Williams, he's checked in for Griffin. Muscala comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Pritchard in for Smart. Gafford finds Morris. Back to Gafford. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
Here's Pritchard, covered by Morris. White against Barton. White goes in, banked in off the glass. White's got 7 points. Wizards trail by 7. Barton passes to Gibson. Avdia with a screen for Gibson. Now Gafford. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
So it's Washington now. No coverage that time. Boston leading by 4. Pritchard passes to White. Passes it to Pritchard. 5 to shoot. Over in the corner, Brown. And he's good on the 3-ball. Brown's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Celtics.
It's a solid opening quarter right here. Very active in creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
And Gibson kicks to Morris. Switch. On the pass to Gafford. Over to the wing. From deep. Second chance shot, and Avdia with the lead. Avdia's got a second bucket tonight.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Pritchard passes to White. Now here is Muscala. They set the pick. Pass to Pritchard. Back to White. Fires the three. Rebound by the Wizards. Avdia's got 4 rebounds in this game. Gibson setting the pick for Morris. Over in the corner, Avdia. Misses the three.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that one doesn't cost them.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Boston basketball.
.153 left in the first quarter of the game. Williams trying to break free. And it's Brown missing. And here's Gibson. He'll bring it up for Washington. Trailing by 5. Pass to Gafford. On the wing, Morris. Gafford sets the pick for Morris. Barton, wide open. He fires. That 3 off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Kicks to Muscala. Fires for 3. Come on. Runs off. He starts the game with a miss. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Celtics leading by 5. 59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Brown with it. Now Avdia defending. Here's Muscala. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
Morris passes to Gibson. Barton kicks to Gibson. And it's blocked. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Inside. Passes to Pritchard. Over Morris. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
It's stolen by Brown. And so it's the Boston Celtics holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective.
DC family, a big round of applause.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
Bradley Beal is out there with Wright. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Gafford in at the power forward position. That's the group start the second quarter for the Wizards.
And what amazing athleticism from Brown, putting on a show out there with slams like that.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Right, the pass to Beal. Porzingis with a screen on White. Here's Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, heck, it's settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
A second chance effort. Here's Williams, and it's Williams throwing it down.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Now, Kristaps Porzingis famously earned the nickname the Unicorn for his combination of size and skill. Former All-Star, injuries have held him back, but now a new team presents a new opportunity. KP says, I'm going to take my game to the next level because my body is going to be healthy, and that's it. Well, Kevin, let's hope so.
Absolutely. He has had injuries along the way, but the talent is obvious. David, thanks. Clock at 6. Here's Brown. Porzingis with the rebound.
And staying healthy for Porzingis has been a challenge over his career. Not uncommon for players standing well above 7 feet.
At the line for the Wizards, Kristaps Porzingis.
What's up?
Shooting 1.
And in New York, even before his injuries, the front office voiced concerns about Porzingis' ability to stay healthy.
Well, the track record for players 7-2 and up, not great. And today's game demands more movement from big men than ever before.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Derek White. And it's Pritchard in for Jaylen Brown.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Williams sends a screen for Tatum. Shot, high post, and the jumper is on the mark.
Jason Tatum.
Tatum's got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics.
A nice use of the mid-range by Tatum, taking what the defense gives him.
Now, Gafford, he's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Beal, Williams with the block. Tatum on the wing, guarded by Kuzma. Here's Pritchard. He had 13 points in the win against San Antonio. To the paint. The pass to Hauser. For the 3, good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Hauser's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Williams, a screen on Kuzma. And Muscala has it in the corner. And the 3 off target. Wizards trailed by 14. And Wright kicks to Beal. The Wizards with another miss. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Right wing. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Wright. Lets it go with the 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Pass to Porzingis. And again, Washington no good.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Over in the corner, Williams. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's the screen. The feed now to Muscala. That one goes. Count it. Muscala's got 5 points so far.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Beal can't get it to go. Here's Boston now. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Here's Pritchard. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And the basket by Hauser. Hauser's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for Boston.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best 3-point shooters in the league.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Here they come, DC family. It's your Wizards answer.
decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well, because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
Celtics on the 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game.
That's a confident shot from Porzingis. When he's pulling that quick, you know he's feeling it.
Pass to Hauser. Here's Pritchard. This is it to Hauser. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
It's Beal on the wing. His offensive numbers jump right off the screen at you. He's averaging over 29 points a game. Drains the three-pointer.
And that's his second in this quarter, guys. He's made 3 so far this game and is showing no signs of slowing down.
Now, here is Muscala, covered by Gafford. Williams, a screen on right. In the corner, Tatum with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Hauser. And again, Boston with the triple.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble. Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Sinks the triple. Muscala's got 8.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Wright, the pass to Kuzma. Wright sets a screen for Kuzma. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Pritchard. Muscala, the pass to Pritchard. Back to Muscala. There's the 3. And the Celtics another 3.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Wright, the pass to Kuzma. Wright with a screen on Tatum. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mike Muscala. That's his first foul. Washington making some changes. Martin's checked in for Porzingis. And Monte Morris subbed in for Wright. Gafford kicks to Barton. And another miss by Washington. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Their last encounter was in Boston.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Fades. That one rolling around and rims out.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And Gafford throws it down.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Griffin sets the screen for White. The kick out to Brown. Back to White for 3. Unable to get that one. And the Wizards now going the other way. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now the pass to Morris. Gafford with the ball. Out to Morris. Just 5 on the clock. 3-pointer. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Gafford's got 6.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Get there, get there.
Tatum with it. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against San Antonio. White a screen. Smart passes to Tatum. Boston again missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
And Will Barton always going full speed. That time finds a bullet pass to a teammate.
And now the first timeout call here for Boston. For the Wizards, Gibson comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Avdia subbed in for Beal. And a change for the Celtics. Hauser's checked in. Boston leading by 18. Smart deciding where to go with it. Over in the corner, Brown. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's
definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
To the wing on the left, and Gibson wide open. He shoots. No good on the three.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
There's a good screen. Here's Smart. The rebound by Gibson. Wizards trail by 18. And here's Barton. No points in the game yet for him. And here's Morris for three. The shot, no good. The Celtics shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. And White kicks to Smart. The offensive rebound. And that one's good. Griffin's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, offensive rebounds are about effort, and Blake Griffin showing it there.
Gibson against Brown. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
White against Barton. Gafford sets the pick for Barton. And stolen by White.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
Pass to Hauser. Lets it go from deep. That shot missing. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Barton kicks to Avdia. It's Barton on the wing. And the three ball is good. Barton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Nice ball movement by Boston. No problems knocking that one down. White's got 10.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
On the wing, Morris. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Griffin a screen on Morris. Fires from deep. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And this really is the story of the game. They've been outstanding from beyond the arc, especially in the second quarter.
Three-pointer, Barton. Rebounded by Smart.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
White, good.
And the three-pointers are starting to add up. That's his third of the quarter, and it brings him to 4 on the game.
Barton, no luck. Brown outside. Oh, to beat the clock. God, what a play!
That is fun to watch. Lets it go at the very last second.
Oh, man, that's got to be frustrating for the defense, too. You just give up momentum like that at the end of the quarter.
Derek White has been on display for the Celtics. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Boston Celtics.
You know, I almost feel bad for that offense. They're trying to contest the outside shot, but no matter what they do, they're getting decimated by the three-point.
I like how you almost feel bad for him, Kenny. Like you were almost showing a bit of empathy. All right, and now that we are in the later stages of the season, here's how the standings are looking in the East.
Checking out the Celtics, they're right where they want to be, and they're right where they should be. Now it's a matter of getting everything in place for the title run. These guys will be tough to beat in a 7-game series.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Without question, Derek White displaying his skills today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
On the floor for Boston. Smart is the point. White is on the wing. Out in the front court along with Tatum. And it's Griffin in at the 5. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Beal loves getting a little wiggle room and then great rhythm on that 3.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Wizards ownership has promised to never hit the hard reset button we saw from teams in recent years like the Sixers. But the fact remains that this is a franchise that last enjoyed a 50-win season in 1979. So for the patient, diehard fans in the DMV, seems the wait for a true contender may take a lot longer. Kevin?
Well, time will tell, David. Thanks. White dishes to Brown. The 3. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his 4th rebound in this one. And a player opt-out for Kyle Kuzma after this season. GA probably hoping to earn himself a raise.
Yeah, and he's a worker looking to round out his game and take that next step as he's just entering his prime.
They're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Griffin sets the screen for Tatum. And the jumper is good. Tatum's got 11.
Yes, finally one drops after the 0 of 3 start.
White looking around. Pass to Beal. Wright outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 8.
And Beal continues to be that guy where he opens your eyes with his playmaking.
Smart passes to White. Left side, Smart. Here's Brown. In it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Washington calls timeout. Now let's take a peek at the league leaders in scoring. Bradley Beal 3rd.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Brown, and the dunk by Brown.
And there's no excuse for allowing Brown to get that deep. He's just brilliant at jamming it down the defense's throat.
And it's Wright with the ball for the Washington Wizards. Passes it to Kuzma. Porzingis kicks to Kuzma. And a miss there on the triple. Boston's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the 3rd. Still 0 for 3. Griffin a screen on Wright. Smart with the ball. Out guarded by Porzingis. The shot's good. Griffin's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And that's what makes Griffin so dependable, slashing to the hoop after the screen and the defense having a hard time dealing with it.
Outside, Porzingis. The Wizards with another miss.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Here's Tatum. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this juncture.
Porzingis can't hit.
He was terrific shooting the ball in the first half, but he looks a little bit slower out there, possibly leg tired here in the second half.
Brown against Wright. Brown down low. And Wright pulls it down.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Celtics.
White against Beal. Brown outside. Shoots over Avdia. And it's Brown missing. The Wizards shooting 32% overall right now. Not one of their better showings. Now here's Wright. He's got 8, and the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. With social media and the cult celebrity, a lot of pitfalls for players. Brent, is the NBA doing a good job preparing them to face those very public challenges?
That's a really good question, Kevin. And I think what's interesting is to study players who've been in the NBA for a while that are embracing social media versus what you're seeing with younger players who have grown up with social media and how they handle that dynamic coming in. And I think, quite frankly, the younger players are a lot better at doing it than some of the older players.
The Celtics have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Brown kicks to Tatum. The pass to White. A three-pointer off the mark. The Wizards shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. Out to the wing. And the wide-open shot from Avdia. And it's off from three-point range. And it's the Celtics ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. White dishes to Tatum. Brown sets a screen for Tatum. Out to White. 5 on the clock. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
3-point field.
Tatum's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Unselfish play by Tatum, getting it to a shooter in rhythm instead of chasing his own shot.
Beal with a screen on Smart. Back to Beal from past the arc. Connects from three-point range. Beal's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Washington. The Celtics have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Brown outside. Griffin sets the screen for Brown. A shot off that time. Nice D from Porzingis. He dishes it to Avdia. Tries the spin move. Converts after the nice spin. That's 7 points for Deni Avdia.
There's a feel that Porzingis has to the game, and the more comfortable he is in these kind of settings, he'll rack up some assists.
Smart passes to White. Not loose. White a screen on Wright. Smart dishes to Tatum. The three. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
A leap from deep. Tatum joined the league as a fantastic three-point shooter. Didn't have to add that to his game.
Porzingis passes to Avdia. Here's Smart. And the shot is good. 7 points for Marcus Smart.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
White against Beal. This one for 3. And it's White with the rebound. White's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Smart with the ball. Now right defending. Here's a look at some of the stats for Jason Tatum.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Porzingis. Gibson comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Will Barton, he's checked in for Beal. And Monte Morris subbed in for DeLon Wright. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Gafford throws it down.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Griffin a screen on Barton. In the corner, Tatum with it. Off target from outside. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Washington. For this screen on White. Morris into the lane. Now Gafford. 8 points for him. And Gafford throws it down.
Really good job from Barton there to swing the ball over for the easy shot. Good vision on that play.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Boston timeout. DC family, let's welcome your Wizards youth dance team to the floor.
Changes here for the Celtics. Hauser's checked in, and it's Pritchard in for Derek White. Celtics shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. Tatum with a screen on Barton. Wasted no time on that one. Smart's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And, of course, this is Smart's biggest hurdle. Sometimes he looks great shooting the three. Sometimes, though, it's just the opposite.
Here's Gafford. Nice pass. Run into the rack perfectly for the layup.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Smart. 10 points for him. Pass to Tatum. Puts up a three. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got assist number 8 now on the night.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out. Give him some space. Let him get to work.
Barton outside.
2 minutes remaining the third quarter.
Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Smart. Here's Pritchard, covered by Morris. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
A moment now to see the numbers for Smart. Breaking down his play since the All-Star break. Averaging 12 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's a nice scoring threat in their second unit, a guy who provides instant offense.
And he has really settled into this role. For some guys, maybe him, they'd rather come off the bench and do their damage.
Robert Williams is checked in for Griffin. Barton kicks to Gibson. Avdia, the pass to Gafford. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Barton, no luck.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Smart with the ball. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Tatum, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
And you know, Jason Tatum is one of those guys who can really do it all. He's got a versatile skill set that makes him a constant threat on both ends of the floor.
And he can't hit the second. Wizards shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Barton from outside. Rebound, Boston. Williams has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Tatum setting the pick for Smart. It's good. Smart's got 12 points in the game.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Gafford finds Morris. Drives to the hoop. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds.
Washington.
They say it was last touched by Williams. Avdia, the pass to Gibson. Washington gets it back. That one good for 2. Gafford's got 8 here in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Smart kicks to Tatum. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And now 24 points for Jason Tatum.
And every year, Tatum evolves. Tonight, he's given us a taste of everything he's been working on.
And so it's Boston, able to put on a show for the ages. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back to the action in just a minute. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Taj Gibson is out there with Kispert. Then there's Davis. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Carey in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Boston.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
Like we know a lot of teams using former NBA officials now working as consultants to teach their players how the refs see the game. As always looking for that edge.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's a great idea because philosophically sometimes as the rules evolve, players got to learn how to evolve with them. So not getting the calls you might expect, also how you communicate with officials. I think all of that stuff plays a big role in just furthering that dynamic between the officials and the players.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see them get up like that.
There's the screen out to the right wing. A 3-ball. No good that time. And Washington the other way now. Pass to Morris. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Here's a look at what's coming up for Washington. On Friday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic. Then on Sunday, they'll tip off a road trip in New York where they'll take on the Knicks.
And that game against Milwaukee, it's a chance for them to come out and knock off the top dog in the league. A win there can be a big step forward for this team.
Picked by Williams to the right side. Launches it. Muscala misses. And it's Davis with the ball for Washington. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. They get it back. Gibson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Commend the physical play of Taj Gibson. He brings that every night when he's shooting. He's skilled at drawing contact.
He misses the free throw. The NBA announced its 75th anniversary team last year, Brent, with a lot of fanfare attached to it. What'd you think of the list?
I thought the list was pretty good. You can always argue a few guys should have been on it, and it's probably a tough pill to swallow for current guys who have had tremendous careers to this point, guys who have played 8 or 9 years that didn't maybe make this particular list. I'll tell you this, Kevin, in 25 years, there'll be another list.
Over to the left wing. Hauser the pass to Williams. They shoot again. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. And here is Davis. And it's blocked by Brown. They need this one. Rebound, Washington.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Back to none. It's stolen, and a fast break now for the Celtics. Brown's got the ball, and finished off by Brown.
And Brown runs the floor like a freight train. At 225 pounds, he's a mammoth that wrecks defenses in transition.
And there's the drive. Carey. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Robert Williams.
4th team foul.
Last season, of course, Marcus Smart won the Defensive Player of the Year. You know, Greg, it's rare to see a guard win it. Should perimeter players get more consideration from this point on?
It's tough, Kev. I do think they should. And I think the numbers, though, tend to favor the rim protectors, but it's only right to recognize great defense at every position, especially in an age of positionless basketball.
Pass to Hauser. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Brown wide open. He fires. That doesn't go either for Brown. Wizards have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And Davis puts it in.
Versatile and aggressive. Davis making his presence felt on the interior.
Brown with a screen on none. And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. And there's the pass to Carey. Unloads from 13. And Boston with the rebound. Brown's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Tatum on the wing. Stolen by Kispert. Pass to Davis. Now, here's Nunn. 3-pointer on the way. And it's Davis missing. Boston's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Tatum against Gibson. Williams a screen on Gibson. Tatum passes to Pritchard. Shot clock at 5. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's a bad miscue, but I think they've done a really good job keeping control of the ball throughout the game.
And it's Washington's ball. A big stretch here going 10-2. Here's Carey. There's the killer 2-handed slam.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Tatum a screen. Pritchard passes to Tatum. And we've seen not only some new trophies introduced, but Greg, some of the existing ones have been updated. You okay with that?
Oh, I am. In particular, a nice touch to have the previous winners etched into the base of the Larry O'Brien Trophy. That's a great way to connect with the history of the game.
Davis inside. He's covered by Brown. Here's Carey. Takes it off the glass. Carey's got 11 points in the quarter.
It feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Tatum with a screen on Nunn from deep. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Davis finds Nunn. Back to Davis. Pass to Nunn. Out left to the wing. Passes it to Davis. Second shot opportunity. That one wide left.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
Gibson against Tatum. There's the pass to Pritchard. Tatum trying to break free. And they'll get another chance. Williams, a screen on Davis. And here's Brown outside. And it's Williams throwing it down.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
And Nunn has got the ball here for Washington. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Here's Brown, and the dunk by Brown.
And you aren't going to slow down Brown when he's scoring the ball like this. He is simply on a tear.
Pass to Carey, and here's Nunn. Pass to Carey. And it's Kispert in the corner. Here's Nunn. The Wizards with another miss. And here's Boston. They're on a 10-2 run here. Williams has a screen for Brown. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And 2 cities, which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown. But bottom line, more teams means more jobs, and that's a sentiment I think most can get behind.
So 1 for 2 that time at the strike.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
At the line for the Wizards, Will Barton. Shooting 1.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Pritchard, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. Washington has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Morris passes to Villa. The kick out to Barton. Off target with his 3.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Washington shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Morris outside. Screen by Gafford. Offline with his 3. Celtics shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Davison, the pass to Pritchard. And the media is able to vote on awards like All Rookie, but Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary. Any concern there?
No doubt there is, but somebody has to decide those awards, right? And no matter who it is, there's always going to be some pushback. So as long as contracts are tied to them, that power will be in someone else's hands. And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
The Wizards shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. Morris passes to Gafford. Barton outside. The dish to Morris. Softly drops in the floater.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Here's Davison. Covered by Morris. Pritchard gets the bucket.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
On offense, here are the Celtics. He kicks to Muscala, takes a three. Gibson with the steal. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Outside, Beal from deep three-point range. Rebounded by the Celtics. Muscala's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Davison. Passes to Kabengele. And good that time.
That just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
Now, here is Morris. Here's Beal. And it's Kabengele with the rebound. And the Celtics shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Muscala, the pass to Pritchard. And even with the ratings going strong, the younger generations often cord-cutting. How does the NBA engage that audience?
Kevin, I think making game action trend on social media and when big moments happen for maybe a small fee, allow people to be a part of it. It's like highlights, but live.
Here's Boston now. They're on an 18-5 run.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Celtics.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn it.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Jaylen Brown.
And so many times on the defensive end showed off those quick mitts, jumped all over the opposition and swiped the ball away a number of times. That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Kicks it to Muscala. The tray. Tries again. Here's Davison. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Boston.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for 2.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Gibson the screen. Here's Barton. And Gibson kicks to Avdia. Nice ball movement by Washington. Yes, that goes in.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Marcus. It is obvious you never mind sacrificing your body to make the big play. How do you lay it on the line physically?
Just really, influence my teammates. I lead by example. They see the energy I bring, and I just hope it rubs off on those guys.
It certainly did tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now, our New Balance player of the game, Jaylen Brown.